Welcome back to Women's CA Hoops Weekly, powered by Under Armour. I'm Bobby Broyles, along with Kelly McCarthy. A lot of storylines last week, Kelly, and once the dust settled, the JMU Dukes go into the weekend as the lone team remaining undefeated in conference play.
That's right. Definitely some surprises and crazy finishes last week, with Towson knocking off a hot William & Mary team at home, and Hofstra put themselves back into the conversation with a 2-0 weekend, and Delaware, well, they knocked off Elon. It was the first loss to a conference opponent for the Phoenix in 10 games, and just the first time a team other than JMU has beat Elon since the 2016 CA Championship Tournament. That leaves Madison, who is off and running at 4-0, but it's still very early. The first 2 weeks of conference play have shown that anyone can win on any given night. This is a fun season so far.
Yes, it has. Conference action picks up again on Friday night at 7 on CA.TV. Let's begin in Harrisonburg as Elon returns to the scene of where they won their first conference championship last March, taking on JMU, who I'm sure will have a little revenge on their mind.
Maybe just a little.
Just a little bit,
But
yes.
What a game this is going to be. Madison is a different team than they were last year, but you don't forget a loss like that in the championship final on your home court.
Yep.
You can expect the Dukes to bring it. Don't forget, Elon may be the defending champions, but JMU was the preseason favorite. The Dukes are living up to that with a 4-0 start. They have found their groove, and everyone is contributing in different ways. Kamaya Smalls has been great offensively this season, as she's the league's second leading scorer. Lexi Barrier can really distribute the basketball, but she can also score. She's averaging 14 points in conference play. You also have others like Devin Merritt, who has really stepped up and is making the most of her opportunities. Elon is similar in that they have a lot of players that can contribute in a variety of ways, whether it's Rashika White clearing out the paint, Lexi Mercer hitting threes, or Shea Burnett creating for herself and her teammates. They have made some tweaks after that Delaware loss and really got back to the basics, which for them is defending and rebounding. They are the top rebounding team in the league and one of the top rebounding teams in the country. Most of their boards come on the offensive glass, so they're getting a lot of second chance points, which is the reason why they are the top scoring team in the league. There are a couple keys to success in this one. Madison will sometimes ease back, and they really need to maintain their aggressiveness. Like we saw in the Drexel game last Sunday, when they are aggressive on both ends, they are very difficult to contend with. Elon is similar, and when they play to their identity, they are the real deal.
Also on CA.TV at 7 o'clock Friday night, Delaware travels to Hofstra.
Delaware is rolling right along right now.
Yep.
They got a big boost from that victory over Elon and are 2-1 in league play, and they've won 5 of their last 6. A big part of that recent success has been the play of Abby Gonzalez. The sophomore guard has really emerged this season at the point and is averaging more than 12.5 points and 5 assists in conference play. And we can't overlook Bailey Cargo. She's gone 8 for 11 from beyond the arc in her last 2 games. Both UD wins, by the way.
Yep.
Hofstra has been trying to find consistency this season. They've gotten that recently with the addition of guard Boogie Brzozowski. She was a mid-season transfer who just became eligible. She's 5 games in now, and as she's getting used to the system and the flow of the game, the better she and the Pride have been. Hofstra also has a few players like Alexis Davis and Marianne Collin, who may not fill the stat sheet some nights, but really play quality minutes and contribute off the ball. In this one, Delaware is a gritty team, and they will try to wear Hofstra down. But in the last couple of games, we've seen Hofstra fight back and come away with the wins.
Looking ahead to Sunday at 2 on CA.TV, the Blue Hens will return home to take on Towson. Like we said earlier, Kelly, these two teams are coming off big wins last week.
Definitely. Delaware had that Elon win, but Towson also had a big win over William & Mary on the road. The Tigers play at a really high pace, and they showed against the Tribe that they can disrupt an opponent's offense and really take them out of rhythm. Post play is going to be interesting in this one. You have Nicole Inabosi for the Blue Hens going up against Mary Cuevas for the Tigers. We've talked all season long about how good Inabosi is on the boards as one of the national leaders in rebounding, and how good she is on offense as the league's leading scorer. But Mary Cuevas has been really great for Towson, especially in conference play, where she's averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds. Towson has a tremendous amount of height, which is why they are one of the top blocking teams in the league. There's going to be a lot going on in the post, but for Towson to be successful in this one, they need to limit mistakes, especially down the stretch. Delaware will take advantage if they don't.
And we wrap up at 2 o'clock on CA.TV with Elon on the road at William & Mary.
William & Mary is off Friday, but they had their makeup game with Drexel on Tuesday, so they have a little bit of a layoff as opposed to Elon, who will be coming off their battle with Madison.
Yep.
The Tribe has gotten out of sync a little bit over the last 2 games, both of which have resulted in losses. It's the first time all season that they've had back-to-back losses. I don't think we're going to see that against Elon. I think the Tribe is going to come out quickly and, as they typically do, set the pace. They want to force Elon to play their game, and they have to stay out of foul trouble. Elon is a great free throw shooting team, so you don't want to give away points. But also, William & Mary is trying to get back into rhythm, and having a role player sit out because of fouls makes it that much harder. Bobby, keep an eye on Bianca Boggs in this one. She's been having a great season, averaging 16 points with 31 steals. She's an exciting player to watch.
Yes, she is. And here is the rest of this week's action around CAA basketball.
This is it. This is the time of year when everything is on the line. There's no, we'll get them next time. It's win or go home. March Madness is just around the corner. The CAA Women's Basketball Tournament is coming to Drexel University March 7th through the 10th. 10 teams, one goal, to be crowned champion. Go to CAAsports.com now for ticket information.
CAAsports.com will have all the information you need regarding links to CAAsports.com will have all the information you need regarding links to live stats, video, and audio coverage. Also, fans, you can watch all the CAA.TV action on several devices such as Roku, Amazon Fire, Android TV, and Apple TV by downloading the CAA.TV app that is available now.
You can also continue to follow the league on Facebook and Instagram by searching CAA Sports. We're also on Twitter at CAA Basketball using the hashtag CAA Hoops. The CAA Hoops on Campus crew begins their 2018 tour in Harrisonburg this weekend. You can follow all of that behind-the-scenes action from JMU on our social media outlets, and tune in next week for our first pair of features on the Dukes.
That is it from us today. Enjoy the games this weekend.